Hey everybody, I want to give you a brief overview of your course. It looks like some of you are struggling to see how this whole thing works, so I want to give you an overview. When you first log into your course, the work that you're going to do, most of it is under this thing called Expeditions. So if I click on it, I've got an introduction. Hopefully you've been there already, but you haven't. There's introductions from your teacher, Miss Mason, and then there's a way for you to introduce yourself through a discussion board. I've newly added this PDF, so you can download this and print it, and it gives you some how-tos on how to use Blackboard. This course is broken up by month, so we've got one unit here that is meant to be 2 days, then another unit here that's meant to be 2 more days, and then the rest of August. Now we're out of August now by the time I record this video, so everything prior to this should be done, and you should be in the month of September. So if I click on September, you're going to see this kind of lineup right here. So the course calendar is the first thing. So if I click on the course calendar and open it, Miss Mason has put in due dates for when things are due. And so you'll want to make sure to turn those things in when they're due. So if I click on it and double click, I can see that that there's an event that's due, and I can click on go to that assignment, and I can see that I need to do that assignment. So to really get to know where that is, I would have to look into this this tree structure over here and see that it's part of the assignments that are due over here. Alright, so I'm going to take you back over into the Expeditions. So if we continue down through here, we can go into September and look and see the work that is required. So that's the course calendar. If I click on the next thing, it just says, hey, there's a reminder that you're working on your project and not just reading the book. Then I click on the next thing, and it says it just gives you the assignment for reading the first 25 pages in Peak. And then there's a description below that, and it says make sure that you're reading the first 25 pages and you do the things that are below. So if I click on vocabulary, there is a vocabulary assignment. Here are the directions, and you click here to launch the vocabulary assignment. Look at that, and then do that work. And then comprehension questions. Click on that. That opens up. There, you just click on it, open it. It's going to give you some questions to test your comprehension of the book that the chapter you just read. If I click on literary point of view, you're going to a video will load right here in a minute that deals with literary point of view. Give it a second. There it is. And it gives you the directions from what to look in that video, and then here's some information regarding point of view, and then there's an assignment right below that deals with point of view, and so you'll click to open that assignment and do that work. So you can see it's very much one thing after another thing after another thing. Then there's a class discussion. Okay. And so this deals with the death of the 13-year-old boy that happens in the first 25 pages of the book. So you'll click that. Alright. So you'll have to do all of these things and do them in order, right? Last thing I want to show you is that you'll sometimes see assignments that look like this, and this is what's called a closed reading assignment. And there's a introductory. In this one, there's an introductory video that deals with graffiti. Inside of the book, there's a mention of graffiti, and it says right here in the blue. So you'll watch this piece about graffiti, and then I'm asking you, or we're asking you, to do multiple steps here. The first step is to, and you can scroll over to see that. You can also close this while you're looking at the page by clicking on that. Okay, so there are some articles to read, and this tells you the steps you need to take. There are multiple steps. If I want to see it again, I click on the open button, and anyway, I go through here and read all those things. All the things that are in this list are for the month of September. All right, all of these things are in this list are for the month of September. So you'll need to do each one of those. In this case, this is a writing assignment and a reading assignment that if you prefer, you can click on these and print them and read them, because I'm asking you to find evidence in each one of those articles. Ms. Mason and I are asking you to do that. Alright, so that's an overview of your course and how the course content works. Some of the stuff is going to ask you to go to my trip journal and enter in a journal about certain parts of the assignment. If I go down here to grades, I can see what my grades are in all the assignments that are part of the course. Of course, I'm not a student of the course, but if I had done something, I would have a grade here, and I could see that under my grades. So I can even look at upcoming. And so if I already had some stuff graded, I could click on upcoming. Everything's upcoming for me because I've not done anything. But I could also see submitted, so I can see what I've done and what I've not done and what's still yet to do. Remember, these assignments don't stand alone. There's instruction that you have to do in order to get to those assignments, but you'll want to make sure that you are engaging in that. Alright, so let Miss Mason know if you have any questions, but that's an overview of your course and how it works.